Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's me, Chris. Cue intro. It's been a while. It's been almost a year and almost 2 years from our first video. Wow. That is a long time. I'm not going to comment on the posting schedule anymore because I comment on it every video, and every video it gets annoying. I can't guarantee posting will be consistent, and I'm going to say that now and never again, hopefully. I've given up on that train, but I made it through my first year of high school. So did Mari, or formerly known as Pretty Princess. So I figured that is something I should talk about because a lot has changed within that time, and I like to talk. So, hi, this is me, formerly Skibbity Alpha, now Chris, because that is my name. Yeah, you can't really see it in this lighting, but I did finally get around to cleaning my room. And every single one of my old videos, if you go back and look, it's like genuinely a mess. And it's like, sometimes it's just like a little mess, but it's always a mess. And I've cleaned it a few times since then, but I've been getting really into the busy work of just like tidying things up. So I cleaned off the counter there, I cleaned off the floor there. Everything in my room is clean except for this space right next to me, which is where my dresser is and my file cabinet is. So I will be cleaning those also, but I really wanted to look presentable for my first video back in a year, or almost a year, my apologies. And because of that, I focus on cleaning everything in sight first. Me and Mari are still friends. I think this is a very important development to be put. She's just not able to be here right now, and I wanted to do the talking and, whatever. So I made this video without her. But her and I are still good, and hopefully there will be more videos with the two of us. I cannot guarantee anything, but that is the hope and dream. High school. It's a place that I go to it. Yeah. It was definitely a strong adjustment going from middle school and the ease of all that to high school, but I enjoyed it. It's been a positive change in my life. Let's see. Both me and Mari go to an art school, and originally her and I both applied for arts, visual arts, or like painting and drawing classes as our majors, because the school has majors. She has switched to vocal, as she's kind of weaned out of drawing, and she's gotten more into singing and that kind of thing. With the way the school is laid out, the visual arts majors are on this side of the building. There's the cafeteria, and then these are where the vocal majors are. So her and I, for the most part, don't really have any classes or any time together. So we don't really see each other very often. And she's kind of started hanging out with a new group, as have I. When I came to my current school, I came with her and one other person. And this one other person I've had a falling out with. I don't really speak to them anymore, which is going to be kind of difficult because when school comes around again, we originally carpooled, the three of us, together. So I don't really know what that's going to look like. But, yeah, over time, the three of us kind of slowly separated into different groups, which I assumed would happen, but I still, I convinced both of these people to go to my school my current high school in the first place. And I had needed them there for like emotional support because going to a new school with no people you know is terrifying. Upon going there, I met this lovely, lovely guy. His name is Cameron. You're gonna hear about him a lot. And this really nice other guy named Soren. I also met a variety of other people, and we kind of became this really big friend group. Me, Mari, Cameron, Soren, and then the rest of these people all became a group. There was this one person in the group who was kind of a dickwad for quite a few reasons, so we ended up asking them to leave the group. And then another member of the group, okay, so there were these two people in the group who were very close, or not like very close, but they were like inseparable, like they were next to each other all the time and such. And one of them is really cool, and the other one turned out to be kind of a weirdo dick. So, I'll come back to that later. This group kind of got together and we started thinking about making a video game together. So that's something that happened. We haven't made it, and the project was abandoned for quite a long time because of these issues with the weirdo person in the group, and also because school was so busy. But I kind of want to bring it back. I'm talking to my friends about bringing it back. When the school year started out, Mari and I both had a crush on Cameron. And at the time, I was a very self-sacrificial, selfless person. Not in like a I'm so selfless way, but in the way where it was like, Mari liked him, so I backed off and I just like pretended to forget about it, even though I couldn't. But I'd gotten confirmation from Soren that Cameron liked me back. Goodness. So I had also gotten what I thought was confirmation from Mari on her not liking Cameron anymore. I was under the impression that she did not like him. I was wrong, but save that for later. She liked two people at the time. So when she told me that she had a new crush, I understood it as her not liking Cameron anymore and moving on. But she had liked two people now. So I asked Cameron out, and he said yes, and he's my boyfriend. Like, actually, this time, the previous boyfriend that I had, we split things off last summer. I don't remember if I just rewatched all of our old videos, so I wouldn't, like, repeat anything that had already been said. I don't think I mentioned that, but the previous boyfriend that I had, him and I don't speak anymore. He is friends with one of the three carpool people that I don't speak with anymore, and him and I had a really big falling out back in summer because I invited him. Okay. He has a very strict family, and there was a concert for an artist that he really liked, like a music artist that was in town, and I invited him to go see it with me because I could be his ride, and that way he would get to see something that mattered to him. I didn't really care about this performance. I just went for his sake. And he didn't really check scheduling quite as well as he should have. And he found out that he was going to this church camp thing and would not be able to make it, which very strongly upset me because I had double checked. I had double, triple, quadruple checked. Hey, can you make it to this thing? Because I'm only going for your sake. And then he bailed on me. And that like really, really pissed me off. So that's a large reason why him and I don't talk anymore. When the school year was starting up, he did a lot of like dude, you're supposed to be the glue of the friend group. You're supposed to keep all of the friends from our district school still friends with all of the friends that moved to the art school. And I was like, why is this on me? I was overwhelmed enough trying to do everything, and he was putting it all on me. And it was incredibly frustrating and very, very overwhelming. And there was a time period where I really couldn't speak to anyone except for like 2 people because I was so overwhelmed I didn't want to talk to anyone at all. So that's something that happened. Another reason why him and I don't really speak. But back to Cameron. He's lovely and amazing and gorgeous, and I really like him a lot. I hope to have him as a guest on the show, or on the channel soon. He's mentioned that would be something he's cool with, so I would really like that a lot. After the whole like thing with the friend who got weird happened, the group kind of went our separate ways. We used to sit at a table in the mornings in the cafeteria, but the lunchroom started getting more and more overwhelming, so we kind of all started like shifting apart from that. But Cameron and Soren and I, the 3 of us, stuck together as our little group when we shifted away. So it was like the 3 of us. And then also the friend who I do not speak to anymore from carpool. And then I don't speak to that friend anymore. That happened. Let's see. I decorated my wall, like fully. Well, not fully. There's still some space here you can see. But if you look at my earliest videos, there's a big banner and vines. And then for a while it was just 3 little posters, and now it's like all this stuff. And I really like it. I really like the way it looks, like a lot. I also found a way to fix my mic quality issue where it was making that loud ringing noise. It was coming from my computer itself, so I had to hook up a mic to it. So that should fix it. And I know that it does because I tested it beforehand, but you know, that should fix it. The concert that we went to was splendid. It was lovely. We had a great time. I did not end up recording any like travel vlogs or anything like that. Although, you can't really see it very well, but I have 2 piercings here, and my helix pierced also. So I got some new piercings that I really like, even though you can't really see them underneath my hair. What else? Because of the conflict with carpool friend, me and Mari didn't talk for a while because it was like the whole thing kind of put like, I wasn't able to speak with Mari for a while because I was busy, and carpool friend had spoken to Mari first, and so she had gotten angry at me because she had only heard one side of the story. But recently I went over to her house with Cameron and explained the events from my perspective, and she was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, so we're cool now. So we're gonna start hanging out again soon, I hope, because she's really fun and charming. I'm saying charming a lot. That's something new. What else? I'm like genuinely, I was looking back at our old videos, I already mentioned this. I'm like genuinely embarrassed for some of the stuff that was said there. I had the mindset that I was allowed to have like a lot of that foolish humor or like that genre of thing, you know? during middle school, and then I had to drop it during high school, and that was something that I adhered to for the most part. So I apologize if it's corny, because I know, but you know, what else? Sorry. I also, when I was looking back at our old videos, I also noticed we apologize for a lot of things that are like not needed to be apologized for. Like in the Pretty Princess Caps About Nothing video, she's like, "I'm sorry for talking so long," which is like, oh, so sweet, so nice, so kind. But at the same time, this account is literally made for talking, and I think it's so funny how we're both like, "I'm not allowed to talk. I can't do it," or whatever. What else? Ew, my forehead, no. Oh, I did start speaking to another ex-friend of mine, recently, actually, that, like, I had stopped talking to in, like, 6th grade, and having that whole, like, being able to talk to that person again has been really fun and really exciting, so that's good news. I paused my recording specifically so I could think of something to say, and then I sat there, and then I did not think of anything. Oh, that was fun. Yeah. I applied for a job today. I had applied for the same job last summer, and they were originally accepting high schoolers and college students, but they changed their mind to only be accepting college students. Because I think they wanted more hours. Like, I think they wanted them to be able to take certain hours. They said that they would keep me in mind for next time. And I just went back to the place today and reapplied because they said that they would be considering getting or having new jobs when the school year starts. And they wanted my updated contact information. So I really hope that that goes well, because I really, really like this company, like, a lot. It's not like a company, it's like a little tea house, you know? And it's not like a chain place, it's like local thingy, and there's the owners are like the managers there, and they're like this little, like, I don't want to say old couple, because they're not actually that old, they're like 50s, 60s, 70s, but they're really lovely, and I really, really like this place. And yeah. So I will keep you updated on that. What else? My mom got ankle surgery. I don't know. My elbow. I don't know. Like, so much has happened, but I don't really know what to recap on. Mari also got a boyfriend for a while, the other person that she was crushing on, who actually happens to be, if you go to our video, our first day of school video, the first one that we made, I don't think we ever made any more, but, like, you know, Mari will mention that there's this person that she doesn't like that she hates, and that he's annoying and stupid. She ended up getting a crush on him and dating him for a while, and then they broke up, and now they're talking, like, on good terms as friends, I think. I'm not actually sure, but that was a whole thing that happened. And she got with her boyfriend on the same day that I got with Cameron, and it also happened to be my sister's anniversary with her partner. So we all had to pick different days to be our anniversaries because we didn't want to have like one big anniversary day. Yeah. I mean, okay, this one's pretty obvious, but I bleached my hair. I dyed it blue with little purple bits at the ends. It was really cute. And then I let it fade out. It faded really fast. Like, I bought like this special like shampoo and stuff to make sure that it would stay for a while, and it faded so fast. It was really weird. This is a lot harder to do with one person. I kind of forgot about that. I just got some new cute dishes. Not like food dishes, but like little trinket dishes at the place I want to work. I can't show you them because one of them is being used and it's right behind my computer, and the other one is over there. And I don't really feel like getting up. More accurately, I don't want to interrupt the video and get up and then come back. I got a new phone. Decorated it, all cute. I've gotten into watercolor recently also. This is watercolor right here. This is also watercolor, but it's from my boyfriend. Shout out Cameron. This is watercolor, and then that's watercolor. And then this is also painting, but I did not make it, so I cannot speak on what it's made of. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of painting recently. I finished my school year sketchbook. I started my sketchbook the first day of the school year, and I was planning on ending it last day of the school year, but I kind of got art block right around when that happened because finals week kicked my ass so hard. Sorry about that. So, yeah. I'm in a coding class right now, or it's not like a coding class, it's like a game making class, because that's something I want to do in the future. I don't know, I feel like I still haven't been doing much, like in the way where I've just been like laying down, sitting on my phone. I do think I've been doing more recently, like cleaning. I've spent a lot of time cleaning. I'm very tired, because I spend a lot of time cleaning. But it's like really clean in here. It looks really nice. I wish I had more to update on for Mari's situation, but I feel like I'll just let her do that herself, because her and I really haven't talked that much. Oh, actually, I can talk a little bit about something. Our final year of middle school, her and I didn't have a lot of friends. I was like widely bullied for a long time, or not like bullied, but disliked by my peers. And there was even like a group of girls who had come up to Mari and said like, sorry we bullied you. It's because you hang out with him, referring to me. And I wasn't there for this, but like, And so she started hanging out with another group of people because she liked hanging out with them. Like, I have no beef with this. You can also tell that this is a thing that's happening because she, I believe it's also our first day of school video, or no, it's our worst video yet, or our worst one yet, or whatever it's called. We mention friends that we dislike, and I mentioned that there's a friend of hers that I dislike, and the reason I disliked that person is because he made fun of me and like was mean to me. But essentially, yeah, she started hanging out with a lot of other people, which I have no quarrel against. Obviously not. Like, she's allowed to do what she wants. I just said another thing and I read afterwards. But I didn't have anyone else new to talk to, So she spent a lot of the year talking to these people, and I spent a lot of the year talking to people, friends of mine who I wasn't very close to or didn't enjoy the company of as much. Now that's not the case. I love my friends. If you guys are seeing this, I love you. On the note of love, there were rumors going around my school for a while that I was love bombing Cameron. There's like a lot of rumors that go around specifically between me and Cameron. I don't know what the fucking deal is. It really pisses me off. But it's also really funny. I'm not gonna lie, it is amusing. But there were rumors going around for a while that I was love bombing Cameron. So, yeah. I do not love bomb. We promise! I'm trying to think. I think that's about everything I have to talk about, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, sorry, that's my desk. Yeah. I don't know, I don't have a lot to say. Life's been good. Cameron just spent like a week at my house, and it was genuinely like the best week of my life. So, that was absolutely lovely. And pretty soon, we are going to go to Soren's house and celebrate his birthday, because his birthday happened. Or, yeah, it happened, and his schedule was so full that we haven't been able to celebrate it for like a month. So, I think that's all I have. Please like and subscribe and comment and turn on the notifications button. And in return, I will try to make another video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. The support, I mean, I know there's not much, but the support is wonderful, and it is what keeps this channel going sometimes. See you later. Kris signing off.